Hey guys, I wanted to make this video for you just to share a few things that I think are quite helpful for both of your morning routine, but not as easy to come by these things in like a lot of the normal yoga classes you'll go to. So they're basically just like energy movement and joint health things that are very easy to implement because they don't require too much effort. So it can feel like you want to do them, not like it's going to be like discipline or something that you have to sort of push yourself through. So hopefully that will be helpful for you both with continuing to evolve both of your morning routines. So basically it's some standing movements first that come from Qigong and yoga, and then some sitting breathing exercises, or we'll just do one breathing exercise, and then some meditation visualization type stuff. So the idea that I'm working with is that we go from like physical to energetic spiritual with the breathing, and then to like mental with like the visualization. So it's like body, spirit, mind, this sort of thing. But it's of course all connected, but it's just to show that I think that if we want to improve with meditation practice, it can be quite challenging if we just go straight into sitting down and trying to calm our mind and stop thinking. But if we do some energy movement practices that get us a bit more in touch with like our subtle energies, that can help us to calm our nervous system and our mind. Okay, so we'll get into it. So first thing is just shaking your body. So it's really easy, but very helpful, beneficial. It basically communicates to your whole nervous system just to be calm and relaxed. So you're just sort of bouncing. And while you're doing this, try to start to breathe through your nose deeply into your belly. You can even scan over your body, like starting at your feet and moving up the legs, into the hips, the belly, and chest, back, arms, neck and head. So just making sure that you're shaking everywhere. And the idea is that we're feeling like connection, everything just as one, moving together as one to loosen up and relax, and to communicate to yourself with the way that you breathe and the way that you move, that you feel peaceful and present. We'll keep doing this shaking for about 10 more deep breaths. Five more deep breaths. And then just standing still. And you can notice, you'll probably notice that you do already feel like you've done something to calm yourself, even from just doing one thing from shaking. Now next we're going to move on to tapping. So this is another energy movement practice that keeps our body healthy and keeps our energy channels open. So you make like fists like this and just start knocking on the pelvic region. We will say that the hips are the junk drawer of the body, and the hips can be a spot where we would store negative emotions and baggage that we don't need anymore. So when you're doing this knocking around the pelvic region, you can move to the sides and then to the backs, to the glutes. When you do this, you can even imagine like black gas or black energy leaving the body. You're cleaning the body out, and then we'll start to go down the outside of the legs and up the inside. Again, outside of the hips, glutes, down the outside of the legs, and up the inside. Next, going on to the belly. Obviously, you determine for each area of the body how hard you knock or how soft you knock. based on how it feels for you. Moving up a little bit onto the chest. Good, and then open up the right hand and slap up the side of the body, all the way to the under of the armpit, and then down again, and back up again. And when you slap under your arm, it's impossible to feel sad. Change sides, because the heart meridian connects with the under the armpit. So if you ever feel like your energy's low and you need to boost up a little bit to be happy again, just slap under your armpit. See, it's making me laugh now. You'll see the same. Okay, then you next go onto your kidney or lower back. And we can call this region, the lower back, the door of life. So if you're sitting down a lot, like working on computer or something like that, you can get locked up in the door of life, and then energy is not moving as well through the spine as we would like it to. So knocking on your lower back can be helpful for opening the door of life again. Then to the middle of the back, sort of slapping as best you can. Or you can internally rotate and hit the middle of the back, and then hitting over the shoulders like you're slapping again and brushing away from the head. Good, and then with the right fist, knocking down the outside of the left arm and up the inside, down the outside and up the inside. Then left side, down the outside, up the inside, down the outside and up the inside. Knocking onto your throat softly, your jaw, temples, back of the head, crown of the head, forehead, cheekbones, mouth, and then just dropping your arms, keeping your eyes closed, just noticing how you feel. Taking a few deep breaths in and out. Okay, next we're going to move on to our joint circles. So these are for promoting good energy flow through the body and good joint health. Start with your head, roll your head around in a circle. And change directions. And then circle your shoulders up towards your ears. Still keep breathing nice and deeply through the nose. And then go the other way, forwards. Good, then circling one arm at a time, backwards. You can try to elevate your shoulder right up at your ear so you get a stretch for the shoulder. And then forwards. So for each joint movement, we're doing about 3 to 5 articular rotations or articulations of the joint. And then both together backwards, forwards, good. Then your elbows next. So don't spend as long on the elbows as the shoulder because it's a much more simple to understand joint other way. Okay, next to the wrists, so very good if you're working on the computer a lot. First like this. Still breathing deeply through your nose to your belly. And then like this, circling Other way. Make fists, circling. Other way. Good. Okay, next we'll move on to the hips. So circling your hips around. For this one I like to do about 10 times each direction. Feels like a good number. Breathe through the nose to the belly. When you do this one, try to keep your shoulders above your feet, so you're not moving your shoulders too, but just your hips. And then change directions. Good. Next for your knees. So really the point I want to convey with this movement that we're doing is that it's not very difficult, but it's very important. And then outwards. It's basically the same idea as like we brush our teeth every day to keep our mouth healthy. This is the sort of stuff that we should do every day to keep our body and energy healthy. And then the actual yoga poses and like full yoga practices, you can do that less. If you want, you can still do it every day, but just think a little bit of daily maintenance goes a long way, and then you won't feel as though you've been neglecting your yoga practice. So just a little bit can go a long way. Okay, then we'll next go to the ankle. So hard to see, but circling your ankle around. Other way. And then other leg. Other way. So we've missed one region in the body so far, which is the spine. And we're going to go through 5 different movements for the spine, or all of the 5 ways that our spine can move to make sure that we keep healthy and mobile in our spine as we continue to age, promote good energy flow and good posture. Twisting first. You can inhale to one side, exhale to the other. You can bend a little bit in your knees as you do this. You can even let your arms be heavy and give a bit more of a massage to the sides and lower back if you like to. For twisting, I like to do 20 to 30 times when I do this. Every day. I do this every single morning. Second movement for the spine that we'll do is side bending. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale back. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale back. We'll do about 5 to 7 for each side. One more each side. Next we're going to move to back bending. And this particular movement for back bending is called happy breath. And I like to do it in the morning because it's like you're opening your heart up to the world for the day. So you inhale, push your hips forward, open your chest, lift your chest up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Just showing you on the side. Inhale. Exhale. You don't need to overdo it. When you do this, try to squeeze your glutes as you come forward to for safety for your lower back. Inhale. Exhale. About 10 of these. 2 more. So it's inhale, extend, exhale, return. Next we'll do forward bending to ragdoll roll. Again on a bit of an angle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, relax your neck. Inhale and exhale as you roll up. So it's 2 breaths for one round through the movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And keep going. One more. Okay, so we've done twisting, side bending, back bending, forward bending. The 5th and final movement for the spine is called axial extension. And you want to try to prevent your back from overarching, but pull your belly in, point your tailbone down, bend your knees a little bit just to unlock, because if they're locked, your back arches. So unlock, and then stretch your shoulders right up at your ears, reach your fingers up overhead. Might interlace like that. Just trying to get as tall as you possibly can and breathe through the nose to the belly. Five more breaths. And then relaxing. We'll do one more thing on our feet here. This is called the fountain. So the fountain is a movement which helps you to connect with the water element in your body, and it helps you to feel like you're in the flow with life or in the flow state. So you take your feet quite wide like you're going to do a squat, toes pointing out a little bit. The back of the hands come together like this. You squat down with your chest up looking forward. The movement starts here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you create a bit of a flow and a rhythm. You can visualize water coming up from the ground as the hands move up, and that's actually the energy moving up the spine towards the brain. Or some people will say it's like raising our consciousness while we're doing this exercise, something like that, or just giving some new energy to our brain. Three more rounds. 2, 1. Just standing still. You can close your eyes. Balance the weight 50% in each leg. Bend a little bit in your knees. Point your tailbone down and pull your pelvis up. Roll your shoulders back, open your chest. Let your arms be heavy. Point your chin down and let the back of your neck be long. Rest your tongue at the back of your teeth. Relax your eyes. Just noticing how you feel. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit different than 20 minutes ago, and like you've moved a little bit of energy and that your body is feeling thankful for what you've done. So now we're going to move on to a little bit of sitting stuff, just to finish up our sequence. So we're going to do one energy boosting breathing exercise. Now, if you did this sequence like in the evening, I would suggest to not do this breathing exercise because this is an energy boosting breathing exercise. So we're going to do the breath of fire. If you do this in the evening rather than the morning, you can substitute for one of the more calming breathing exercises, which I've got videos of if you're interested in seeing those as well. So this one we'll do breath of fire. We do forceful exhalation pumping from the belly. We do this for 60 times, like this. At the end of the 60th time, fully exhale, then fully inhale, hold the breath in, slowly relax. And we'll do 3 rounds of this. So sit up tall, fully exhale, fully inhale, 60 breaths out. Fully exhale, fully inhale, hold your breath, sit up tall, slowly exhale. Second time, fully exhale, fully inhale, 60 breaths out. Fully exhale, inhale, hold the breath, sit up tall, keep your focus on your third eye. Slowly exhale. Third and final round, fully exhale, fully inhale, 60 breaths out. Fully exhale, inhale, hold the breath, relaxing, slowly exhale. So if you wanted to add more breathing exercises in here, you can just pause the video and do them in any order. It doesn't matter too much, but if you have questions about how something should work, just get in contact. But the main thing is do the breathing exercises. Don't worry too much about which one in which order. And don't do the energy boosting ones like this later in the evening. Do them, think of it like coffee. You need it in the morning to sort of wake up a little bit. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders back. Lengthen the back of your neck. And wherever you're sitting, just start to imagine that you're pulling light, sunlight, light energy in through the center of your forehead, through the third eye. And with this light energy inside your brain, you create a small ball of light, like the size of a table tennis ball or something like that. And this small ball of light is the light of awareness. And we're going to use this small ball of light to clean and purify all of the energy cells inside the body. We do this simply by bringing light to each part of the body, each region. Some doctors will say even that cancer is simply like dark energy or dark matter inside the body. So if we can keep our body full of light, with light energy, then hopefully we stay free of our disease and sickness and we feel spacious and light. So with the ball of light, start to circle clockwise or anti-clockwise inside the brain, illuminating the brain, and moving down inside the face, circling clockwise or anti-clockwise inside the jaw, inside the neck and throat, circling with the ball of light through the chest, shoulders and upper back, through the heart and lungs, upper arms, abdomen, digestive organs and lower back, lower arms, hands and fingers, pelvic region and glutes, moving through the reproductive organs, upper legs, lower legs, feet and toes. Now scan over your body and make sure that the whole body is full of light. If there's anywhere you missed, simply light it up. If there's anywhere which feels like it needs a little bit more attention, just share a little bit more light to that region. Now moving through the chakras. Chakra means spinning wheel or spinning ball of energy. We have 7 main chakras in our body which relate to different qualities that we can possess within us. So first, bringing your focus to the base of the spine and visualizing a red spinning ball of light. This relates to our survival instinct. You may like to think or feel thoughts and feelings of being grounded and safe and peaceful. Moving up to the hips and visualizing an orange chakra spinning ball of light. This relates to creativity. You may like to think and feel feelings associated with being creative and free. Next, bringing your focus to the solar plexus and visualizing a yellow chakra spinning ball of light, which relates to our willpower. You may like to think about your strength and resolve to succeed. Next, bringing your focus to the heart and visualizing a green chakra, green spinning ball of light, relates to love. Now bringing your focus to your throat and visualizing a blue chakra spinning ball of light. This relates to our expression, how we communicate. So you can think something about this or feel something about this if you'd like. Next, bringing your focus to the third eye and visualizing a dark purple spinning ball of light. This relates to wisdom and intuition. And then the seventh and final chakra at the crown of the head relates to spiritual connection. And this is a white violet chakra, spinning ball of light, our connection to something larger than ourselves. Let's move through them all again. So at the crown of the head, white violet. At the third eye, dark purple. At the throat, blue. At the heart, green. At the solar plexus, yellow. At the hips, orange. At the base of the spine, red. Feeling yourself calm, balanced, aligned, full of light, energized, peaceful, present, grateful, loving, taking 3 deep breaths. And then opening your eyes. Okay, I hope you enjoyed following along. If you have any questions, get in contact. Thank you. Namaste.